The top stories tonight in Y News. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. emphasizes the crucial role of the armed forces of the Philippines in confronting the challenges the country is currently facing, particularly addressing the issues in the West Philippine Sea.
The Philippine Port Authority expects influx of passengers at different ports across the country starting tomorrow.
The Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI, conducts inspections of firecracker and firework outlets in Bukawe, Bulacan.
And allows politicians debate over the proposal for permanent deployment of United States Patriot missile defense batteries.
Good evening, Philippines and the world. Today is Thursday, December 21, 2023. Join us in the next hour as we deliver today's top stories around the Philippines and in other parts of the world. I am Joselito Liquido.
We are also seen in 1,935 satellite monitoring centers nationwide and via live streaming worldwide through the UNTV News and Rescue social media channels. I am Marvy Delphine.
First in the news, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. headlined the 88th anniversary of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The president emphasized the crucial role of the AFP in facing challenges the country is currently dealing with, such as the issues in the West Philippine Sea. Nel Maribohok reports.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Thursday, December 21, called on the Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, to strengthen its alliances and partnerships with foreign counterparts to boost its defense capabilities. During his speech in the 88th AFP anniversary celebration, the Commander-in-Chief hailed the AFP for exemplifying responsible and dignified behavior and resolving issues in accordance with international law despite the many attempts of provocation made against the country. This as he stressed that AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Brawner Jr. stands to defend the Philippine territory.
We shall continue to assert our rights in accordance with the Philippine Constitution and international law. The recent incidents involving no less than our AFP Chief of Staff is worrisome. Yes, but it is a proud demonstration of Filipino courage against coercion and our firm resolve to protect, preserve, and uphold our territorial integrity.
President Marcos assured the AFP of his administration's continued support for initiatives that would help bolster the armed forces' external defense capabilities. The AFP Chief of Staff said they already strengthened their territorial defense operations.
Simultaneously, we have strengthened our territorial defense operations by heightening our presence in our key maritime domain and intensifying our maritime security operations as a response to the increasing challenges to our sovereignty and territorial integrity.
PBBM also announced that he has granted the increase of lifetime monthly gratuity pay of existing Medal of Valor awardees of the AFP as part of the administration's support and appreciation to their bravery and heroism. He said the awardees deserve to enjoy a higher monthly incentive because they exhibited bravery and heroism. Nel Maribohok, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines, under the leadership of Chief of Staff General Romeo Broner Jr., is making a resolute commitment to safeguard the nation's territorial integrity and sovereignty, grounded firmly in international law. General Broner echoed the unwavering stance of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. that the country will not yield even a single square inch of its territory, emphasizing a dedication to upholding territorial integrity and sovereignty in accordance with international norms. Despite countless internal and external challenges, General Broner noted that the AFP has consistently risen to the occasion, achieving victories against various threat groups. He urged fellow countrymen to stand united in the pursuit of national security and prosperity, emphasizing that collective efforts and unity are pivotal in building a thriving nation. Looking ahead, General Brawner announced the creation of the AFP Joint Special Operations Command, along with the reorganization of the AFP Presidential Security Command and the AFP Counterintelligence Group.
The Philippine Port Authority is gearing up for an anticipated influx of passengers at different ports across the country starting tomorrow. The PPA has forecasted that nearly 300,000 passengers will pass through the ports every day until the holiday season concludes.
So, meron po tayong mga naitatala ng mga kababayan natin na maagang pumupunta sa mga pantalan and then biglang namumove yung biyahe nila. Yun po yung isa nating pinapanawagan sa kanila na kung maaari po, tawagan muna nila yung shipping agency, yung shipping lines bago magtungo sa pantalan para pagdating po dito dire-diretso at wala na po yung mga abala na hindi nila agad nalaman na namove pala yung biyahe.
In total, they are expecting around 5.1 million passengers throughout the entire holiday period. In preparation for the surge in travelers, the Port Authority is appealing to the shipping lines to expand their routes to accommodate the increased demand, ensuring a smooth travel experience for those heading home to the provinces for the long holiday. Additionally, the PPA continues to remind passengers not to bring prohibited items such as flashable items, explosives, fireworks, and cooking fuels like butane gas and lighters.
Ito na lang yung usually talaga na kapag peak season, meron po tayong mga nagiging problema, yung mga challenges natin talaga kapag yung meron tayong kakulangan ng barko. At ito po, inaamin natin, meron po tayong kakulangan ng barko na dumadaong sa mga pantalan kapag peak season. Kaya panawagan po natin sa ating mga shipping lines at sa marina po, sana po magkaroon ng dagdag na barko. Dahil po karaniwan talaga po, napakarami. Peak season talaga yung nga yung pong Disyembre.
Meanwhile, at the Manila North Port Passenger Terminal, there are reports of stranded passengers due to rescheduled trips.
Tapos yung pera namin, ano lang sa pagkain namin, unti-unti. Kasi mahal naman yung bilhin dito . Okay lang, ano lang, yung mura lang yung bilhin namin. Tipid lang, para makauwi lang, punta sa probinsya.
Ayan, salit-salitan po. Dito sa kasi hindi naman magkasya ang lahat higa lahat. Nakaupo. Ako nagbabanday sa apo ko kasi may mga lamok, ganyan. Medyo, pero kailangan lang tiyagaan para makauwi.
The Philippine Ports Authority, or PPA, has taken decisive action by suspending the port service provider Ben Line Agency and the shore excursion agent Travel People Limited Incorporated associated with the MV Jewel cruise ship. The suspension, lasting for 30 days, has been imposed to allow the two agencies time to enhance their services. This development comes in the aftermath of a viral incident of cruise chaos involving the MV Norwegian Jewel at the Port of Manila. With 2,500 passengers disembarking and only 20 porters available, the situation spiraled into chaos, prompting the PPA to deem the incident unacceptable. In an effort to prevent a recurrence, the PPA is taking proactive measures ahead of the arrival of another cruise ship scheduled for January 6, 2024 at the Port of Manila. Anticipating 3,000 passengers disembarking, the PPA is keen on ensuring a more organized and efficient process this time.
Tuloy-tuloy po rin po yung pagdaon dito po sa Port of Manila. Particularly suspended lang po itong Ben Line agencies, yung cruise ship agent dito po sa nag-viral na cruise chaos. At sa ating po mga kababayan, wala naman po dapat ipag-alala. Ito po ay isolated incident lang.
The Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange or PITX is gearing up its security measures by deploying additional personnel within the terminal premises. This move aims to enhance safety and manage the expected surge in passenger traffic during the holiday season. JP Nunez tells us why.
This holiday season, the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange or PITX is placing the safety of its passengers at the forefront of its priorities, emphasizing protection against potential incidents and ensuring secure travel to provinces. During a recent inspection conducted by the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority or MMDA and the Department of the Interior and Local Government, concerns were raised about the perceived laxity of security measures at the PITX. MMDA General Manager Procopio Lipana has recommended that the terminal should implement stricter inspections, particularly focusing on passengers' luggage, especially those bound for buses.
Medyo dapat dagdagan nila yung konting consciousness pagdating sa security.
Naintindihan natin ang resources ng ating law enforcement ay kulang din. Kaya dapat talaga tulungan.
In response to the MMDA's observations and suggestions, the PITX has outlined plans to increase the number of security personnel within the terminal. This initiative aims to align with the MMDA's recommendation for enhanced luggage inspections, contributing to a safer environment for passengers during the holiday rush.
That's the plan, sir, and that's actually yung gusto natin na mangyari, sir. Na dagdagan yung ating security personnel natin from PNP and then from the LGU and of course from the PITX itself.
As of now, the PITX has existing security units deployed inside the terminal, including personnel from the Philippine National Police or PNP, security guards, and bomb-sniffing dogs. These measures are already in place to prevent any untoward incidents and ensure the overall safety of commuters. JP Nunez, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
And for the news abroad, in the Pacific nation of Palau, a political rift is deepening over a crucial proposal, the permanent deployment of United States Patriot missile defense batteries. This development has sparked intense debates among Palau's politicians, revealing divisions over the nation's stance on security and international relations. Paul Gatchalian tells us why.
Amidst rising concerns over China's expanding military presence in the Pacific, a critical proposal for the permanent deployment of United States Patriot missile defense batteries has ignited a heated debate among Palau's politicians. The decision holds significant weight as it not only involves strategic considerations but also intertwines with the nation's sensitive historical context. Palau, once a battleground and a pivotal location during World War II, is grappling with the potential long-term presence of peace defense systems. Some politicians expressed reservations, fearing that the region could become a target in any future conflict, especially as Palau is set to host the operational U.S. radar system by 2026. While the temporary deployment of Patriot missiles has already taken place in Palau to safeguard the new radar system, the Senate has taken a decisive stance against their permanent presence. Senate President Hawkins Bowell has articulated his concerns, stating that such a move contradicts Palau's history as an independent nation and is not aligned with current threats to the country's sovereignty. The Pentagon thus far remains silent on the matter, leaving the fate of the proposal in limbo. It's crucial to note that the United States, bound by the 1982 Compact of Free Association, holds the responsibility for defending Palau for a period of 50 years. President Surango Whip, who actively sought Washington's assistance in installing the missile defense system, is hopeful that Senate members will recognize the necessity of a permanent defense setup. However, the lower house of parliament is yet to make a definitive decision, leaving the issue hanging in a delicate balance. Paul Gatchalian, UNTV News and Rescue, we serve the people. We give glory to God.
Katarina Danova, a former TV journalist, has officially declared her candidacy for the upcoming Russian presidential election scheduled for March, widely anticipated to be result in Vladimir Putin's re-election. Danova, 40, previously emphasized her stance for ending the Ukraine conflict and releasing political detainees, including opposition figure Alexei Navalny, during an interview. Submitting the required documentation to the Central Electoral Commission, Danova now confronts the challenge of gathering 300,000 signatures nationwide by January 31, an essential step for her candidacy. When questioned about potential obstacles, she asserted her right to run in accordance with the law, dismissing the need for permission. Vladimir Putin has held position of power since 1999 and is seeking another 6-year term. The absence of prominent opposition figure due to Navalny's imprisonment and the exile of Kremlin critics has raised skepticism about the legitimacy of the electoral process. Navalny supporters argue that the Kremlin controls candidate eligibility through the Electoral Commission, casting doubt on the transparency of the electronic voting system. Putin, with reported public support of around 80%, faces minimal competition as no other candidate has formally applied. Dansova's candidacy as an independent requires a substantial number of signatures, while those affiliated with the political parties need only 100,000. In her Reuters interview, Danova refrained from labeling the Russia-Ukraine conflict as a war, aligning with Putin's terminology of a special military operation. Despite expressing fear, she emphasized the necessity of overcoming it, underscoring the gravity of her decision to enter the presidential race.
Airport authorities are gearing up for the surge in travelers expected over the long holiday. Brian Ko, the officer in charge of the Manila International Airport Authority, or MIAA, reported that passengers transiting at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, or NAIA, have reached 140,000 daily. This number is anticipated to peak at 145,000 on Friday and Saturday. Ko assured the public that the MIAA is well prepared for the holiday exodus over the weekend, emphasizing their commitment to ensuring a smooth travel experience for all passengers.
We're in the middle of a rehabilitation program, especially of the air conditioning systems of Terminal 3. So ongoing yun, of course, since we procured that this year, hindi naman lahat matatapos before December. So a lot of the systems have been installed already.
Additionally, the MIAA announced plans to intensify information dissemination to protect travelers from falling victim to illicit activities, particularly in relation to bogus taxi rates. They aim to keep passengers informed and vigilant against potential scams during this busy travel period.
In a move to ensure public safety, the Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI, conducted inspections of firecrackers and fireworks outlets in Bukawe, Bulacan earlier today, December 21. Assistant Secretary Amanda Nograles reported that out of the 25 outlets visited, prohibited items were discovered in 3 establishments. These items were subsequently confiscated after a thorough inventory. Nograles emphasized that the purpose of this inspection is to prevent accidents that may rise from the sale of illegal items, particularly during the holiday season. The DTI remains committed to upholding safety standards and protecting the well-being of the public.
Yung nakitaan po natin, nag-issue po tayo ng notice of violation, and then in-inventory po natin yung mga fireworks, and then bali po yun, the sellers will be given than 48 hours to explain. Isasama na rin po natin ang manufacturer doon sa violation. Tapos po, pinul out po natin yung mga fireworks and firecrackers.
Malacanang has refuted the circulating proclamation allegedly declaring a special half-working day tomorrow, December 22. According to the Presidential Communications Office, or PCO, the document making rounds on social media is fake and lacks official verification from the government. Malacanang reminds the public to be vigilant and rely only on official government sources for accurate information. It's crucial to exercise discernment in the face of misinformation. The Official Gazette, the government's official publication, has also cautioned the public against sharing unverified information. As a reminder, the only regular holiday in December is December 25, which falls on a Monday. December 26 has been declared a special non-working day by the President to allow Filipinos the full opportunity to celebrate the holiday and promote domestic tourism.
In other global news, the European Union, or EU, has agreed on new rules for member countries for even distribution of costs and workload of hosting migrants, effectively limit the number of arrivals. Ruth Bahe details why.
Starting next year, a collective law called the New Pact will take effect, following the discussion of representatives of the European Parliament and of European Union or EU governments yesterday, December 20. The laws are set to cover screening of irregular migrants, processing of asylum applications, as well as determining which EU country will be responsible for handling each case. Whilst migration levels are low with 255,000 recorded in November compared to the 2015 peak of more than 1 million, the EU has seen a steady increase with more than 50% crossing from Africa mainly to get to Italy. Italian Interior Minister Matteo Piantedosi and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz hailed the pact as a great success for the continent, especially for border countries like Italy and Germany, which are the most exposed to migration activities. Under the new framework, non-border countries will have to decide between accepting their portion of 30,000 asylum applicants or making payments of at least 20,000 euros per person into an EU fund. The screening system will identify those in need of international protection and those seen as representing a threat to security. Meanwhile, the pact was not welcomed by Amnesty International, as the organization says this would set EU asylum law back decades and result to greater suffering for asylum seekers. A system ultimately designed to make it more difficult for people to access safety. Ruth Bahe, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
A 5-alarm fire has engulfed an apartment building in Queens, New York. Authorities are still working to determine the cause of the blaze. The fire, which broke out Wednesday afternoon, has left 14 people injured, with hundreds of residents affected by the incident. While none of the injuries are considered life-threatening, a firefighter sustained severe injuries during the response. Investigators are on the scene, but the magnitude of the fire has made it challenging to pinpoint the exact origin and cause.
At approximately noontime today, we received a phone alarm for fire on the top floor of this building on 47th Avenue. We were met with a heavy fire condition. It quickly escalated up to the alarms. We're well over a 5th alarm right now. We had to call a 5th alarm as well as additional units.
We did transport several civilians to area hospitals in non-life-threatening conditions. We did have a firefighter who was transported to the hospital in serious but stable condition.
Despite completing an initial assessment, authorities are facing difficulties navigating the heavily damaged structure. The top 3 floors of the building have been severely impacted, leading to the closure of several roads in the vicinity. With all 450 residents of the apartment complex have been affected by the fire and resulting water damage. The American Red Cross has recorded 160 individuals from 68 households in need of emergency assistance, including temporary shelter and meals. Emergency management agencies are collaborating to continue service center operations on Thursday morning to aid those affected. And those are the reasons behind the news in other parts of the globe. Get ready for another captivating story as Wish Date Invisible takes center stage on December 26, 2023 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Anticipate a tale that promises to unfold in an extraordinary way, leaving audiences on the edge of their seats. Gladys Tuabi tells us why.
It is said that what is essential is invisible to the eye. What we see sometimes is not real. Can true love be seen?
On December 26, 2023, wishers are in for a treat as the 10th installment of the Wish Date series unfolds with Invisible. This short film promises another compelling story that will keep audiences engaged throughout. Adding to the allure of the production is the special participation of the seasoned actress Daria Ramirez.
Nararamdaman ko kasi malapit na. Pumanaw.
The stellar cast includes E.A. Guzman, Chris Abaya, Kate Iyalong.
Ako, di ako confused. Sigurado ako. Hindi na mapagkakatiwalaan.
And the lively host of Good Morning Kuya, Ira Mariano.
Promise me, you'll not fall for anyone here sa tahanan.
Prepare to be serenaded by an array of talented OPM artists, featuring the digital queen Gigi Delana and the Gigi Vibes. Joining the lineup is the legendary pop and R&B band South Border. As well as the singer-songwriter and former Up Dharma Down lead vocalist, Army Miliare. Singer-songwriters Esay Balanyo and Piniel will also contribute their musical talents to the event. Mark your calendars for December 26, 2023, a Tuesday, and head to the Smart Araneta Coliseum for an evening filled with enchanting performances. The 10th installment of Wish Date is proudly presented by Wish 1075 and KDR Music House. Make your holidays meaningful and unforgettable with Wish Date Invisible. Gladys Tuabi, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
The Department of Justice beacons had to dig deep into overtime as to secure a victory and enter the win column against the GSIS Furies. Meanwhile, the Senate defenders have successfully advanced to the next round of eliminations. In a bittersweet moment for the league, the Kamalik Vanguards bid farewell as they officially exit the competition. JP Nunez reports.
The Department of Justice Beacons bid a fond farewell to the UNTV Cup Season 10 in their final game against the GSIS Furies. Though the match was a non-bearing game for the DOJ, they displayed their best efforts, particularly led by ASEC Miko Clavano. In a gripping showdown, the DOJ forced an overtime game to secure their first victory in the league after 5 consecutive losses. The game was closely contested from the start, with DOJ holding a 2-point advantage in the first quarter, 25-23. The GSIS Furies fought hard in the second quarter, gaining a 5-point lead, ending 41-46. The DOJ narrowed the gap to 1 point in the third quarter, with the GSIS maintaining a slim lead 56-57. The fourth quarter witnessed a seesaw battle with lead changes and deadlocks. In the closing moments, the GSIS was ahead by 2 points, 79-81, courtesy of a free throw from Reniboy Bansali. However, the DOJ's Michael Sebastian Soler sank 2 crucial free throws with 8.7 seconds left, tying the score at 81 points. There was still a chance for GSIS to secure a victory, but unfortunately, Reniboy Bansali's attempt did not find its mark.
This is for the win. Bansali! No! And we will go into OT. Why not?
In overtime, with just a minute left, the game remained deadlocked at 86 points. The GSIS momentarily pulled ahead by 2 points with a layup from Bansali, 86-88. But a 3-point dagger from Jesse Alastoy with 17.1 seconds left propelled the DOJ ahead by 1 point, 89-88. This dramatic sequence was followed by a staunch defense from Alastoy, coupled with a crucial block to reject the anticipated play by GSIS. Securing the victory for the DOJ, Alastoy then sealed the triumph with a flawless performance at the free throw line, sinking 2 perfect shots with 4.5 seconds left. The Beacons took a 3-point lead, 91-88. GSIS attempted another extended period to turn the tide, but their shot fell short as the buzzer sounded. The final score stood at 91-88, with the DOJ emerging victorious in this hard-fought contest.
Possible? No, and a win by the DOJ their first.
Jesse Alastoy was named the best player of the game, contributing 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
Sabi ko wala nang oras eh. Saka last game na namin, manalo-matalo is parang no bearing naman sa amin, pero sabi namin, ito yung papaunin natin sa year end, manalo tayo. Sabi ko sa mga kasama ko, ito yung baon natin hanggang sa 2024. Manalo tayo, sabi ko sa mga kasama ko. Kasi nag-struggle talaga kami sa depensa namin, sa opensa namin. So tinulungan niya kami, salamat kay Coach Raymond Valenzuela.
Despite securing a victory, the Department of Justice or DOJ bids farewell to the league. Meanwhile, the GSIS awaits the results of the other teams' matches, hoping for a chance to advance to the next round. In the second game, the Senate defenders thwarted the Comelec Vanguards' bid to exit the league with a win. The Senate concluded Comelec's campaign in an exciting ball game that concluded with a score of 76-70. Leading the defenders' offense were Jeffrey Sanders with 16 points and 9 rebounds, and Lawrence Gasparillo with 17 points and 2 boards.
Yung defense namin hindi ganun kasulit. Ang maganda lang doon, hindi kami bumitaw kasi nung bandang 3 points na lang nila. Kaya nag-usap-usap kami na dagdagan pa namin yung defense namin para hindi kami malamangan. Kasi ang sakit kasi namin, pag nalamangan kami ng bandang huli, wala na, bumibigay na kami.
Kailangan namin pagtrabahuan, kumbaga nagsisimula pa lang kami. Kumbaga hindi pa, nagre-ready kami sa second round. Siguro mas sisipagan pa sa practice, siguro sa communication. Laging sinasabi sa amin yan, communication. Tapos pagdating sa dulo, medyo umababa yung namin, yung moral. Medyo natatalo kami under 3 minutes. Ayun nga sabi ni Coach, dapat ma-overcome namin yun.
With a 3-3 win-loss record, the Senate defenders secured their spot in the next round of eliminations. JP Nunez, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
Our kasangbahay, as the world faces these trying times amid the various challenges and uncertainties, we are inviting everyone to join the global prayer for humanity.
Good day. I'm Brother Eli Soriano of the members of the Church of God International. I want to invite you to join us in a minute of prayer every day to pray for humanity and the whole world as we go through these perilous times. While safety measures like washing of hands and strengthening of our immune systems may help us through this horrible predicament, there is still no precaution or cure more powerful than God's mighty intervention. And we need His intervention now more than ever. It doesn't matter what religion you are in or what denomination you belong. This is an invitation for all the people around the world who cares for the future of their family, friends, loved ones, and humanity as a whole. Everybody is welcome to pray with us. For more details, you can check out the description box below. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you soon. May God bless you.
And before we close, we will leave you with the word giving glory to God. From the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 10, it says, "He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity." And those are the reasons behind the news December 21, 2023. Reasons we deliver to you as they unfold. I am Marvy Delfin, live from Australia.
And because we need to know, we will always ask why. I am Joselito Liquido, live from Malaysia. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
We shall continue to assert our rights in accordance with the Philippine Constitution and international law. The recent incidents involving no less than our AFP Chief of Staff is worrisome. Yes, but it is a proud demonstration of Filipino courage against coercion and our firm resolve to protect, preserve, and uphold our territorial integrity.
Simultaneously, we have strengthened our territorial defense operations by heightening our presence in our key maritime domain and intensifying our maritime security operations as a response to the increasing challenges to our sovereignty and territorial integrity.
Ito na lang yung usually talaga na kapag peak season, meron po tayong mga nagiging problema, yung mga challenges natin talaga kapag yung meron tayong kakulangan ng barko. At ito po, inaamin natin, meron po tayong kakulangan ng barko na dumadaong sa mga pantalan kapag peak season. Kaya panawagan po natin sa ating mga shipping lines at sa marina po, sana po magkaroon ng dagdag na barko. Dahil po karaniwan talaga po, napakarami. Peak season talaga ngayon pong Disyembre. Tuloy-tuloy po rin po yung pagdaon dito po sa Port of Manila. Particularly suspended lang po itong Ben Line agencies, yung cruise ship agent dito po sa nag-viral na cruise chaos. At sa ating po mga kababayan, wala naman po dapat ipag-alala. Ito po ay isolated incident lang.
Medyo dagdagan nila yung konting consciousness pagdating sa security.
Naintindihan natin ang resources ng ating law enforcement kulang din. Kaya dapat talaga tulungan.
We're in the middle of a a rehabilitation program, especially of the air conditioning systems of Terminal 3. So ongoing yun, of course, since we procured that this year, hindi naman lahat matatapos before December. So a lot of the systems have been installed already.
So we have tried to make it a policy of never not reacting to every provocative statement that he makes. We remain committed to a diplomatic approach to the DPRK and call on the DPRK to engage in dialogue.